Iowa's small towns dot the rural landscape, bringing bustling beauty to the farm fields that surround them. You've probably visited a few of them, maybe hundreds or even thousands. What about all of them? Let us introduce you to one Iowan that you might soon see coming by your own house. Words connect us.
They left the town as fast as they could and always tried to stay 1 foot ahead of the laws.
To the world that surrounds us.
Try to find that hidden gem.
Each word feels like a connected step to the pavement. Tyler Sullivan draws up a running route similar to how he writes a poem.
It's mostly the outsides of town.
Feeling each word, each step in each town, with no starting line, no starting gun, just a tap of the watch. And he's off, a 7-mile spring morning journey in Perry.
You just never know what you're going to find. Yes, I can look at the Google Maps and I can see, okay, they have a church, they have this, but just open your eyes. You never know what you're going to find.
Never knew that he'd be pounding the pavement in Perry.
We're going to take this little alley on the break.
Never knew what he'd find logging miles in Manning or weaving through the streets of Webster.
I love it. You know, I love just supporting like every community. I don't really have one favorite one.
Hard to find a favorite when you've logged miles in more towns that are actually recognized in Iowa.
I've been to 1,116 cities.
Sullivan estimates the state has a little more than 1,200 towns, some as small as Adaza. The Greene County unincorporated town, not much bigger than its welcome sign.
I see like a small town and I go over there and see if it has a welcome sign, because if it has a welcome sign, then I count it.
He runs an area 5Ks, visits countless museums, explores the history, and meets the people of Iowa, posting all of his findings on Facebook for his 11,000 followers to see.
I take pictures of the historical museum, the churches in town, the high schools, and anything else I find along the way. I feel like those people who can't go to these communities, you know, for some reason, you know, like my page gives them a light. I give them hope that, you know, that there is goodness in the world.
The runs aren't just for Facebook posts and photos for fans. To run in each Iowa town, Sullivan, of course, has to run in each Iowa county. And for each of the 99, Sullivan pens a poem to remember his visit.
Shining the kaleidoscope into the light, rotating in a circular motion, bouncing from one color to the next. Reds to blues, back to reds. Oh, look, green, my favorite color.
Dallas County's poem about the shootout between Bonnie and Clyde's Barrow Gang and police in Dexfield Park, just north of Dexter.
Someone found them, and it ended deadly. Some of the gang members were shot and killed.
Now etched in just a stone memory, part of history happened here.
You may want to know more about Bonnie and Clyde. What a remarkable story in itself.
As Sullivan logs more miles in Dallas County and across the state, he hopes his journey inspires Iowans to explore more.
You know, we all have a smartphone these days. We all should check out to see what's special because you grew up here. And from there, just visit more of your county. Every county has something special, and you don't have to go far.
His run ends about the same way as it begins. No cheering section and no finish line.
Come on, 300 meters.
On this day, a rainy lap does the trick. Because here, the journey is the goal, just like the words that connect us to a poem. Sullivan plans to publish his poems in different books for different areas of the state. The first, Northwest Iowa, should be published pretty soon. He's visited 93 of 99 Iowa counties, more than 1,100 towns. He expects to hit his final Iowa town in 2025.